How's it going, everyone? You got your boy Corey here, aka Crasher, bringing you guys a new video, and ladies and gentlemen, we got a spicy one here, so sit back, relax, and enjoy, and let's get into today's subject. And the subject I'm talking about is the infamous Alinity. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it comes as no surprise that Alinity has garnered quite the reputation for herself over the course of time, and there is a variety of reasons why it is. But the part that stands out the most when it comes to her infamy and the amount of hate and criticism that she gets, and rightfully so, I think, is because of her abusive behavior towards her own pets. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to link you guys to a video that showcases a compilation of her abusive behavior towards her pets, but I'm going to showcase a couple of examples on the screen right now.
Vodka kiss. Hello. Damn it, he's gonna make me die. Milo!
Yeah, and those are just a few examples of that, ladies and gentlemen. Keep that in mind. Only a few out of many. Now, the reason why Alinity is a topic of discussion yet again in the community is because this happened. So what we've just seen right there, ladies and gentlemen, is Alinity having a wardrobe malfunction where she accidentally flashed her boob on livestream. Now, for all we know, this could have very much been accidental, or it could have been intentional, and given the fact that Alinity has quite the history of getting herself into drama one way or another on Twitch and within the community in general, it definitely has a lot of the community asking questions on what is Twitch going to do about this situation with Alinity. Because let's also take this into consideration as well. Twitch doesn't exactly have the best history when it comes to how they enforce their rules. They've allowed for Alinity to get away with everything that has happened so far, and they seem to give her preferential treatment, whereas if we take a look at the other side of the token here, we have multiple cases where streamers have been banned for far less. Here's an example of this. We were so Shy Bear tweeting this out on March the 1st, and it states the following: at Twitch support at Twitch, please tell me how this is sexually suggestive and deserves a suspension. There are people wearing way worse with Twitch staff sitting in their channels. How? This is getting out of hand, and we can see with the image right here what she is wearing that warranted the ban, supposedly. She's wearing a tank top that is covering her chest and her abdomen, only showcasing her shoulders and her arms. How is that sexually suggestive? Example number 2, we have streamer banned from Twitch for smashing keyboard against his face. Controversial Twitch streamer Delor seeks help for depression after being banned for hitting himself with his own keyboard. Now, here's a really interesting situation when it comes to Delor. We have ourselves a statement states the following: banned indefinitely for self-harm for breaking a keyboard on stream. I bought these keyboards specifically because of how cheap and fragile they are. I've broken hundreds of them and have never even scratched myself. Here is an image of my face a few minutes after, not a scratch. Now, unfortunately, when I go to click on the link right here, the tweet is no longer available. But this right here suggests that this individual does this purposely as an act, as a gimmick, as online entertainment, much like how a lot of us online entertainers do the same sort of thing. And here's an example that Kavos actually pointed out in his video on the matter. Great video, by the way. Suggest you check it out. League of Legends streamer banned from Twitch for slur says he was misheard. Now, do you want to know what this mistake was? It was because he said idiot, and somehow that was misheard as a slur. Like, what the actual fuck? Here's another example that is within Scarce's video on the subject. We have ourselves RBK Arab tweeting out the following. Hey, at Twitch, I once got hosted for 4K viewers, did a minor booty shake, and got suspended within 45 minutes for 7 days for sexual activity. Alinity shows her tits, has been up for 3 hours. So those are just a few of many examples of Twitch not having any idea on how to enforce their rules properly. You either have rules in place that is enforced fairly on everyone, or you don't have rules at all. You can't have your cake and eat it too. Like, there is a lot of double standards and a lot of preferential treatment and hypocrisy going on within Twitch behind the scenes. They have absolutely no problem allowing for Alinity to pretty much be scot-free of anything that she has done on the site, but yet all of the other streamers, or most of the other streamers that aren't as popular or aren't in bed with Twitch, they do something that is minor, or hell, they don't even have to do anything at all, and they end up being banned, or they somehow are at a risk of being banned for seemingly no reason. It's completely fucking dumb. Now, I have to talk about this as well because, yes, Alinity did get a ban from Twitch, but it was only for 24 fucking hours. We ourselves Keemstar tweeting out the following. Alinity only got banned for 24 hours. What Twitch employee is dating this girl? Enough is enough, we need the truth. And here's a screenshot of Alinity saying 24 hours? Not long enough. I'm actually trying to get it extended to 3 days. And that right there is just an absolute fine example of the amount of cringe when it comes to Twitch's enforcement of their rules, when you have their golden girl Alinity even advocating to have a worse punishment than what she already got, just goes to show you not only how clueless the Twitch staff are when it comes to Alinity, but just how much they drink that simp juice when it comes to Alinity. They have got to be drunk out of their minds when it comes to that good old simp juice. Now, there's a bit more that I want to showcase from Scarce's video that really just made me facepalm hardcore, so let's let that clip roll.
And a guy named Scorch on Twitter tweeted this out last night. He says, there's Twitch staff in Alinity's chat. So he shows here that apparently there was Twitch staff in Alinity's chat after this whole thing happened, which wouldn't you think that they would see this and then actually ban her? But for some reason, it's like she's not banned yet. I mean, this makes absolutely no sense to anyone. And I think the most insane thing that came out of this story is that this morning, Alinity actually came out herself and tweeted out saying, hey, so regardless of whatever Twitch decides to do, I'm going to give myself a 3-day suspension from the platform. I think that it is fair. Have yourselves a nice day. So Alinity is actually banning herself apparently from Twitch, even though the Twitch staff should be the ones that actually take her down. I mean, it's literally insane how she was the one that had to take down her own Twitch because of how much backlash she was getting. And then actually a person responded saying, you can't give yourself a suspension. You're taking a break until the heat dies down and you can proceed as normal. Don't twist it like you're doing something good. Now, Alinity responded to a lot of the backlash here saying, you guys know I've been suspended before, right? So many of you are saying I don't get in trouble. I just don't make a big fuzz whenever I get suspended because who cares? Guys, I got banned, but X and Y person didn't wah. Not my kind of shit, really. I just took the time off to think about my mistakes. What? Who cares about getting suspended? Most of these streamers' entire livelihoods is based off of them streaming on Twitch. Why is she acting like she's so above everything in these tweets here? Now, this just came out a few minutes ago, but it looks like Twitch has finally banned Alinity. Yes, finally Twitch actually listened to people and they stay consistent with their freaking guidelines here, and she is banned off of the platform. Now, Alinity tweeted this out. She says, I'm getting a suspension. Yes, our hard work finally paid off, guys. Okay, I guess she wanted to be suspended here. Then she responded saying, educate yourselves in the difference between a ban and a suspension. Jesus fucking Christ, so much ignorance.
Yeah, so if all of that wasn't cringeworthy enough, Alinity's response to all this is absolutely above and beyond when it comes to cringe. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. And I definitely agree with Sylphie's response to all of this 100%. The fact that she is, quote, giving herself a suspension, it's not even a suspension. The fact is, she's taken some time off until the situation dies down, so that way she can go back to her usual antics on Twitch as if nothing even happened, and she's trying to twist this into something that is not even the reality of the situation. Like, you're not taking time off to think about your mistakes, you're taking the time off to avoid getting the rightful criticism that you deserved, little missy. And it especially makes me sick with how Alinity responds to all this, acting like it's not a big deal when there are live streamers that are making a livelihood from doing Twitch and they are in fear of being suspended. Are you trying to mock those that are in fear of suspension or being banned, Alinity? Because that's a pretty big uh-oh if that's the case. Like, the fact that you can just sit there on your ass and make those kind of remarks, it just absolutely makes me sick to my stomach, and it also showcases the kind of person you really are behind the scenes. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, with all that being said, I think we're going to wrap this video up right here and say thank you guys so very much for watching and taking time out of your day to view this video and view my other content as well. I really and truly appreciate the amount of support that you legends give me, guys. I would not be where I'm at without all of you. Don't you all forget, at the end of the day, you are awesome. So have yourself a good day or night, depending on your time zone. I'll see you guys in the next one.